Well, hello everybody, and welcome back here on the channel of Rome Total War. How y'all doing today? Hope you all have a good afternoon, good morning, good evening. We have been, or it has been a while since I recorded anything. I've been a busy bee, working on some various cosplay stuff for the Legion, as well as some Legion projects, and I'm also just busy in general with, lots of things. October and November so far have been busy months, and this is kind of the first time I've been able to record stuff. And so I'm back here, and we've had a major feat in the last episode. I went back and watched it back a little bit. We defeated the Gauls, more or less, which was shocking enough. And now we're not really at war with anybody, I don't think. Let's see, enemies. Well, I mean, the Gaul are still around. We haven't fully taken care of them. But the Gaul, the Dacia, Spain, and the rebels, which is very, very interesting. So we are going to try to see if we can continue to do some stuff and things. Narbomartis is kind of our staging point against Spain, and then we also have Dacia up here with the Germanic armies and everything. We gotta kind of reinforce and everything. We do have the Dacian capital, which we do have a bunch of forces here at Campus Lazyguess, but I don't want to remove, or, well, I mean, I could train a few more troops. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I think we will, just to have like a small garrison of maybe like, 5 Hastati or something like that to, kind of hold here while we go after the capital. I don't know if they have any other fortresses in the area. We do have the Thracians down here, which is interesting. And we don't, the Greeks are in an interesting point, but let's go ahead and get a few Hastati over here at Campus Lazyguess, and get that going. What are you on? Normal tax rate? Let's bump that down to low tax rate, just so you're a little bit happier and a little bit better appeased. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're doing pretty good across the realm. I do want to move these guys up a little bit to see what's up here. We got the Breton faction kind of right here on the borders and whatnot. So we will eventually go after these guys. I do want to send my spy kind of across the water here, and I think I need to make a port. Perhaps getting, I know there's a settlement somewhere up here that's connected to this. Oh, it's the Gauls. Do they have a city over here somewhere? Because normally that would be with Spain. If that's the case, then I think we need to go after them. Let me see about producing a spy somewhere. I don't know where. I can recruit a spy in Massalia. That might not be, that might be worth it. Let's reduce that. And then in Massalia, can we recruit a spy anywhere else? We can recruit a spy there. Narbomartis can't recruit a spy there. Nah, Narbomartis is gonna be, or excuse me, Massalia is gonna be the closest one. Let's recruit a spy here. And we will go see if we can find this Gallic territory and see if we can take it for our own. Because that would be very interesting if we could. Up for adoption? Nah. Yes, master. Okay, the spy is on his way, and we're going to send him over that way. It's going to take a bit, but that's okay. Most advanced faction? Very nice. Very, very nice. And we got nearly 7 grand in the bank, which is pretty fantastic. I might hold that money just for right now. Ooh, actually, there is a port up here. This is a toughie right now, because do I go for a port or do I go for a militia barracks? Or do I go with roads? Our roads are not very well developed up here at all. And it's going to take some time for Lebanon to get adequate roads. Alessia has decent roads, or they're working on better roads. They're actually working on highways right now, which is awesome. There is the Legion Barracks here, which allows for the construction, or rather the recruitment of Principes. There's also the archery range, which we will definitely get at some point and play around with. So that's going to be awesome. We have paved roads here. Yeah, I think... I mean, roads would be nice. I think we do need to get a port going. A port would be nice. And that'll take 2 turns, and that's not all that expensive, so we'll go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, we will go ahead and see to the east of our empire, or rather our republic, but not necessarily an empire at the moment. We got highways going here in Midlothian. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. Segestica, I can make something else. I think I want to go and make perhaps a militia barracks. I think we will probably go ahead and do that. I want to just see if there's anything else. Highways going there in Arteminum. Patavium, we got the large temple of Jupiter, which is awesome. I do need to get that practice range going in Patavium, such that I can get to an archery range, which would be awesome. And that way we can do some proper army outfitting and everything. So I am going to recruit another unit of Hastati here, just to make sure I keep that going and everything. And then I do want to get some more Hastati down here in Artium, as well as Arnamimum. And that way, each city will at least have 5 units of Hastati, and then the rest I think I can fill up for archery. And that will be kind of like one line of troops right there. So, Mandalorium is pretty much good to go. It just needs the archery range, which we will construct after the highways. So yeah, let's go ahead and end the turn. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Oh, here's Spain. And we should be able to hold those guys off. Yeah, we should be able to hold these guys off. Not a problem. Oh, man. They actually have a pretty sizable army there. What does it look like? Our spy is right nearby. Secrecy is and will at least allow for us to see some numbers. We should be able to fight this. But I might call up potentially other numbers. Oh, these guys leveled up. Fantastic. And I'll move the rate. Oh, nope. They're not gonna be happy. Never mind. Agent found. Fine. Oh, you are a Roman agent as well. Okay. Yeah, the Gauls do have some sort of presence still. And that semi-unnerves me. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Get some Stati going up here. Get a few more down here, I think. And we'll send these guys underway as I bump the mic. I don't know if they're gonna get there in time to besiege the settlement. They don't have any siege equipment, I don't think. They might still be building it. I really should get a militia barracks going here, though. At the very least, I'll do that in Narbo Martis. And we'll see what happens. Alliance with the Germanic tribes. Nah. Nah. I don't think so. Retreat. This might be a failure. Okay. But at least we got them to not attack. Which is both good and bad, because now this massive army is kind of right outside Masalaya, which is not good. But we will go ahead and do that, and at least retrain the troops. These guys then I can then take on by myself, and that's just going to be a much easier fight. And I will move these guys onward towards the west and see how things look.
General, sir, attack!
Oh, and I'll auto-resolve this since we got the higher power.
Victory!
And retrain you guys, and then eventually in about 3 turns we will get the ability to retrain those Hastati, which is going to be quite awesome. Let's see. That guy has a port now. Good. They're retrieving, or they're gaining some cash, some good stuff. I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and make some roads now while we're at it, and I'm glad that this settlement's gonna be eventually upgraded and everything. We'll get a nice standing army here at Lebanon as well. That's gonna be wonderful. Let's see. You guys are not happy with that. Can I get some more troops? I'd rather do the archery range, to be honest. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6. We'll do 6 and 4. Technically 5 and 4. Yeah, they're none too happy. But they're about to get archers, so that's at least good. So yeah. All things good in the neighborhood. I am going to go ahead and get a militia barracks going in Segestica. Or excuse me, Segesta. And, ooh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get an archery range going in Artium. And I'll at least get a practice range going in Arnhem. And same with Patavum. Cool. Very, very cool. Our empire is growing. For the empire. I was actually at a troop just recently. I'm recording this on Sunday, and I was at a troop earlier today to it's Northern California's Lego convention, which is pretty awesome. It's called Brickpalooza. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. Got to go out as Arc Trooper Havoc, which was pretty awesome. Ending the turn. But yeah, it was really cool. Oh. I don't really want to have you be an enemy at the moment because I'm not really that prepared. Wait. I can't. Sorry. I can't help you out there. I'd like to, but I can't. I am going to get some ships going here at Condate Radonum. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly at all. I am immediately going to go ahead though and do some roads here in Lebanon. Just to make sure that I have some troop movement going, and then I'm gonna need to move these guys. Yeah, there is something over here. They still have Gallic remnants and forces here, so that is going to be a thing. Luckily, you guys are damaged. So are you guys, but you do have a militia barracks coming. Nice. And you guys are pretty much crushed. Yeah, that's a significant number of forces for you guys that are lost. And all we need to do really is just get that militia barracks up and running, and we'll be able to retrain our Hastati quite easily. And go from there, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, Brickpalooza was a lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. I cannot complain at how much fun it was. I'm going to go ahead and do practice range here in Dunham. Same in Masalaya, just to get that going. Sugestica, still working on that. I can do an archery range here in Midlothian. Let's go ahead and do that. And we have no money. Basically no money. Let's go ahead then and get another unit of 2 more units of Hastati here, so I don't forget about it. And then we'll send our massive army here from Campus Lazygas to the capital here of Dacia. And see how that goes. And then we'll need to basically just bolster the region, is my thinking. Trade rates between us and Numidia. Yes, I will take that. Absolutely trade rates. No. You're too old. Ostrika. Where is that? I could try to get to that.
Sir, I cannot. Sir, I cannot. Set sail.
I will try to get to this.
Set sail.
It probably won't get there in time for the turn stuff, because they say in 5 turns. That might be... No! Our faction leader has died! Lucius! Lucius Julius has died. And so who's our new faction leader? Amulus Julius. Up here in the north. Fair enough. Good on you, sir. Got lots of rebels in the area. That kind of unnerves me a little bit. Okay. I can't seem to click on any... There we go. By the way, during the when we're doing the end turn phase, the reason why I'm not talking is because for whatever reason in this older game, the end turn phase seems to have an FPS / frames interaction of sorts, to where it looks as if the recording has either paused or stopped. So I'm not talking nearly as much in that phase, just in case people were wondering why I was quiet, to let people know. So we got a militia barracks going in Narba Martis. We should have that up and running soon. I don't anticipate Spain to launch another attack within the next turn. Which means we will get this constructed in time, and then we will replenish our Hastati forces. Our Triarii is looking a little worse for wear, so that's something we do got to keep an eye on. If they end up being destroyed, oh well. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Master. Moving.
But...
No more moves, sir.
Okay, so there's Spain. I'm wondering if there's something around, like, right in here, or if there's another area in here. Because... I just don't know. I will bring this other spy down to make sure that we can make effective use of our spying to see if we can fully and finally defeat the Gauls, because I quite honestly don't know if they have any more territory in Spain other than the town that's connected to this port. I don't quite remember where that is. I'd be surprised if it's this one, because this one's connected to that one. It's got to be somewhere right in here, I'm thinking. But I will have to see. was Spain. Okay. Their navy is out that far, which is interesting.
No more.
The spy is going that way. Who's this? Gallic spy. Okay.
Yes,
Fair.
master. I can't do that, sir. On my way. Out of moves,
It's
sir.
got to be somewhere around here. It has to be. I can't think of it being there. Yeah, it's Gaul, or excuse me, it's the Spanish there. Most advanced faction, that's us. Excellent. And we can retrain all these soldiers, which is awesome. That's gonna be great. And let's go ahead and do the mines. That's gonna be a bit of a hit in our income there, in terms of what have in terms of our profits this turn, but it'll be worth it for long-term growth. So we'll go ahead and do that. Masalaya's working on that. I want Masalaya actually to be working on some ships, just to make sure that we have something to deal with their navy and other such things. Archery range is just about done there. I think I'm going to work on a militia barracks up here in Condet Radeon, and a few more ships as well.
Aye, Captain.
And then making sure that you guys are continuing to go down here.
There. Set sail. Out of
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the port for the objective, but we will definitely try. I'm going to go ahead and also do some ships here at Segesta. And a practice range at the same time. Some more ships. And I'll also get some sewers going. Gotta imagine that's at least some happiness there. Scythia, what are you doing? That's really a wonder at this point, is like, what are you doing? I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys and go everybody except for those three
prepare for battle.
and go attack
completed,
the town. And I'm also gonna get these mercenaries at the same time. So that's a full stack army. And get 2 more Hastati recruited for Campus Leziges, which is good. Faction destroyed the Seleucid Empire. Wow. Okay. Egypt. Town expands. Lavavim. Excellent. Put you on normal tax rate there. And construction reports. Yes. Get me my archers. I know that Rome technically didn't use archery, at least not in the, not in wide circumstance, but they did use them. They were more about the footmen. They were more about ballistas. They did use velites and javelin units, but I think archers were kind of something that the Roman Empire didn't really use all that much, which I find kind of shocking that this massive empire, they didn't really use that technology.
Out of moves.
Or at least it wasn't used as widely as other empires had used it in past
Yes, master. On my way.
instances. Ah, there is the Gauls. I think we can potentially end this once and for all, if this is the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move most of my Hastati units from Massalaya to Narbo Martis.
Move, sir! Imperator!
And then I'm going to move these guys out. Oh, Spain is coming back with the Vengeance.
Attack!
I'll meet them on the battlefield.
Victory! Move out!
Okay. And then we will retrain. We will eventually retrain all of them. And then I think we need to go after the Gauls. Okay, Spy is carrying out some sort of sabotage there.
Roll for your lives!
Great. Now we're not going to be able to get to the objective. Holy
Roll
crap.
for your lives!
That rebel fleet.
Sir, our fleet is under attack!
Okay, yeah, there's stuff in Massalaya, I know.
Aye, Captain. Joining the fleet!
I'm aware. We'll retrain the ships in the meantime. Okay, so these guys, let's retrain everybody in here that we can. Excellent. Just leave that be for right now.
Besieging settlement, sir!
Oh yeah, forgot about this guy. And then we might be able to end the War of the Dacia as well. Alliance? No. I don't see that being very fruitful.
We're besieged!
Okay.
Sir! General! Prepare for battle!
There we go.
Victory! General! Move out! Sir! General! Sir! Imperator!
Move those guys over.
Leaving the army!
And these guys can eventually retrain. Again. I think what I might need to do is I might need to just go after Spain. If I'm being honest with myself. Go to Spain to get through to the Gauls. Thinking building a blacksmith there is not a bad idea. But I think that might be a good course of action. All things considering, I am going to go ahead and just leave our construction for right now on hold. We do have our towns up and running. Should I get a port going? Yeah, we'll get a port going. Making sure that's all good to go. Why are you unhappy? Well, because your tax rate is pretty high. We'll get some archers going for you. Be happy. Have archery competitions. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I am going to go ahead and do the next turn phase. Yep. Failed. I'm sorry, Senate. Popularity gain with the masses, though. That's pretty good. I'll take that any day. Alright, really quickly, though, before I end the episode, I want to go ahead and see if I can wipe these guys out, and I should be able to. Average victory. I'll take it.
Victory! Settlement captured!
Okay. Pair those guys. Retrain everybody that I can. And we'll eventually start on roads. Lower the tax rate so that they're somewhat happy. And then this guy, I want to go ahead and create some watchtowers. Because those are desperately needed.
March!
And I'll move him down to here to create some watchtowers as well. But I think that's going to end the episode for, well, this episode. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I hope everybody enjoys this continued playthrough of Rome Total War. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, as always, to smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below if you're new. Do not forget to subscribe. And as always, may the force be ever in your favor.